Parade of press conferences continued in New York as well. The Jets introducing Aaron Glenn to the media. Here's what he had to say.
To any players that's here now, put your seatbelts on and get ready for the ride. Put your seatbelts on and get ready for the ride. Listen, there are going to be some challenges, but with challenges becomes opportunity, gets opportunity. But here's what I do know. We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this. Listen, I want this job. I interviewed for a number of them, but I wanted this job. Aaron Rodgers will be talked about. It will be talked about. We've already texted that communication with Aaron Rodgers. And as we continue to look at the roster, we'll make decisions accordingly. And that's with a number of people, right, on the team.
Really interesting. All right, Mina, quarterback will be a big decision, but what else is on Glenn's plate as he takes over?
Yeah, first of all, I'm going to run through a wall after listening to Aaron Glenn talk. When he said he wanted this job, I don't think he wanted it because of the quarterback. I don't know if they're going to keep the quarterback, but I think he wanted it because of the talent they have on that defense.
Yes.
It's a defense that played below its talent level last year. You have talented young pass rushers. Will McDonald broke out. Great linebackers. Sauce Gardner, as a rookie, looked like the next great man corner. If there's anyone who I think can get him playing like that again, it's Aaron Glenn, who is obviously a brilliant defensive coordinator. So I am very excited to see what he does with the talent they have on this defense. Quarterback and offense is a totally different question, though.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, we were all watching that thing, and man, he's got some juice. All right, Adam, what do we know about the plan for Rodgers going forward in New York?
Well, Laura, what we know right now is that Aaron Glenn intends to talk to Aaron Rodgers. He's been texting with him, but we still need to know that Aaron Rodgers wants to play. And these two men do not personally know each other well, and so they have to sit down and decide together what each one wants. Does Aaron Rodgers want to play? Does he want to play in New York? Does Aaron Glenn want Aaron Rodgers? There's a lot that they have to sort through, especially when they don't know each other overly well. That'll be up to them to decide, to sit down and come to some sort of conclusion about what's best for both sides. I think the Jets quarterback question is still up in the air before those two men sit down and talk.
Yeah, what do you think, RC? What should happen here?
I mean, first you have to see if Aaron Glenn and Aaron Rodgers, the people, can align. Is there a level of leadership, or is there a form of leadership that you both agree on? And then from that, let's look at our options amongst the quarterbacks. And you're going to think about some of those games late in the season, whether it's the Miami Dolphins, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and see the way Aaron Rodgers operated and compare it to who you could have on your team instead of Aaron Rodgers. And I think those are all honest discussions the New York Jets need to have. I know he isn't playing at the level that he used to. I know that there are some other things that go along with him. You need to find out if guys like Garrett Wilson, if other players on this team think that having Aaron Rodgers is a good thing, and then schematically, does it fit for you?
I also think Garrett Wilson, what is the plan with Garrett Wilson moving forward? At some point, his contract has to become a part of your conversation, and it's not all that different to what I was just talking about with the Raiders. Are we sitting here going, yes, we want Garrett Wilson? Because if you want Garrett Wilson for one more year, you want Garrett Wilson for multiple more years. My opinion, having Garrett Wilson not be in your building makes you a lesser football team. It makes you a lesser locker room. This young man, I still believe, is absolutely sensational. So wherever your quarterback is, that's another conversation and piece of this. But if I'm the Jets, one of the pieces that I want as a young player as I rebuild is Garrett Wilson.
And you also got to think, though, they got 3 that year.
Yeah.
In the first round.
With Sauce
and with Jermaine Johnson.
Jermaine Johnson, correct.
And Breece now you're talking about in the second round. So there are some decisions on your more talented young players that you have to make. Yeah.
When does he need an answer by? If you're Aaron Glenn and you're trying to figure this out,
I think you are. I think you're telling Aaron Rodgers you could have till the Super Bowl, and then by the Super Bowl you got to tell us if you're playing or not.
Absolutely. Remember, the combine comes really quickly. I'm not saying they're drafting. There's free agency in early March.
That's okay if you're Aaron Glenn, because you're trying to take control of it now. Hey, if we want you here, if they do. you got to let us know about the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and the best thing he did, though, he didn't try to be cryptic about it. He was very forthcoming in that we've already had some correspondence. We'll move forward with making that decision.
Yeah.
Man, I want Aaron Glenn to have success. I want the
Me
Jets
too.
to be better. So let's hope this all gets worked out in his favor. All right, coming up.
How's it going, everybody? Villa Sports Network here. Just want to thank you guys for your support on the channel. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Also want to kind of remind you to don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment on the video if you like as well. But regardless of the fact, thank you again for your support, and hope to see you on the next video.